Wick, in other trending news, according to WSB TV down here in Atlanta, man, rapper Glorilla was arrested after drugs found in her Metro Atlanta home during a burglary, man. Now, this article is by Alex Jones. Now, they're saying rapper Glorilla is facing charges after a burglary occurred at her Metro Atlanta home. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office confirmed with Channel 2 that deputies were called to the home owned by her at 1:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. And investigators say 3 suspects went into the home when Glorilla was not there and were stealing things when someone inside the home fired at them. The burglars ran off, and investigators don't believe they were injured. Now, while investigating the burglary, some of the deputies smelled drugs and found a significant amount of marijuana in the master bedroom closet. Glorilla was then charged with possession of marijuana and possession of a controlled substance. She turned herself in to Forsyth County and was released shortly after a $22,000 bond. Now, the homeowner is a victim of a serious crime, and we're committed to bringing the suspects to justice. That's according to Sheriff Ron Freeman. But at the same time, we must continue to uphold and enforce the law in all aspects of the case. So that's why she wound up still getting arrested, even though she was the victim in the original crime. And that's just where we're at with that right now. I mean, what are your thoughts on that, Wick?
Well, my thoughts are the bond, for one thing, that jumps out at me, $22,000 bond. That leads me to believe that it wasn't that much marijuana. And hopefully it wasn't. Secondly, it's kind of messed up to where, someone breaks into your home. And you wind up in jail. Talking about, they smelt some weed, so they go to searching around. I just hope that they don't try to tie this into a crime over drugs, because that's how they'll try to tie it in. Someone can do something to you, and if you have a quarter bag of weed on you, then all of a sudden there's a drug deal gone bad. So that's why they were there. So it's a lot that we don't know about this. It doesn't sound that serious to me right now on the surface, because she was able to get right out, and how low the bond is. There are no trafficking charges or sales charge attached to that. This was a possession just in a house with a mega star like Glow is right now. I'm sure maybe she probably bought a couple of them bags, what I'm saying, to make sure you ain't got to keep on going to get ounces. And probably have some of the the big baller parties. I'm thinking that's what it is right now, and she just got caught up in that. Like I said, we had on this one here, we'll have to wait kind of to see how this all plays out. But I'm hoping that this is we have opened up a can of worms to something else much, much bigger. I hope it's just, what did they say it is? Somebody tried to break in, but then that leads me to, to question, did whoever break in know something? You understand what I'm saying? And that's what investigators...
Well, they're saying that, the people that broke in, they ran off with jewelry. So, I mean, I think...
So they went in there with drugs?
I don't think they was going in there looking for no drugs. They were just looking for the jewelry and stuff like that.
So, and that's a good thing.
You
see what I'm saying? But I know what police look for.
Now the police, that's a different ball game.
Correct.
The robbers, that was a different ball game as well.
Correct. So, I think that, what I'm saying, that this right here, from on the surface, what it looks like is you are, Glow was a victim of a crime, and wind up getting locked up because, what I'm saying, she got caught with a little bit too much, weed up in the crib, and hopefully they'll straighten this out very quickly. It'll be a learning experience from her. Hey, anything can happen. That's what's so crazy about karma. Behind it finds you. You understand what I'm saying? It finds you. So no matter, how, back in the day I used to say I went through different stages when it comes to stuff. That was my reckless stage. That was my stage where, I have it in the car and I'm blowing blunts in the car.
See that?
Then I got bammed a couple of times doing that.
Learn the valuable lesson.
Learn the valuable lesson. Then I say, I got to the point I said, well, you know what? I'm not riding and blowing anymore.
Yeah.
So, I'll blow before I get, before I get in the car.
Yeah.
And I have had the same situation where, I got something at the crib.
Yeah.
But I got some ignorant niggas over there with barbecue and they don't got to fight. The police come, one thing leads to the next, and next thing you know, they up in my house hiding shit.
Yeah.
You understand? I have been there, so I get it. So karma that negative energy, it figures out a way.
Yeah.
It's like that movie, Final Destination.
Yeah.
It figures out a way to find our black ass, you know what I'm saying, in the deepest, darkest corners.
Yeah.
And shine light on your shit.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Prayers for Glorilla, man. Hopefully this is just, she had a little bit too much, and she'll get past this quickly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I definitely believe it'll just be a slap on the wrist. She's gonna handle her business and be back out there to do what she was doing. But I just hate that, it's just a fine line that folks gotta walk as celebrities out here in these streets, man.
Yeah.
Because anything could get you caught up out here, and it's just crazy because, she was probably out in the studio working.
Yeah.
And then you come home to a charge?
Yeah, you come home to a charge.
It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, after you've called the police.
Exactly.
But like I said, I don't want to get into my particular things, but I have been in this same situation to where the police have come and I have been the victim.
Yeah.
And I have wound up going to jail. I'm not going to get into my case.
Yeah.
This is a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I have been there, and I was sitting in the back of the police car like, ain't this a bitch? I was the victim, so you don't got victimized twice.
Oh my God.
Yeah, somebody broke in and took your jewelry, and now you don't got cased up.
Oh my God.
And you're hot.
Exactly.
so therefore, man, prayers for Gorilla, for Glorilla, and hopefully, this is nothing more than just having a little bit too much to blow on.
Exactly. Exactly. And we'll sit it right there, man. And more content on the way, man.
Yes, sir.
Be High Radio Shouted, Big Galaxy. I'll let y'all in a minute, man. We gone.